Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to send emails using Python. So let's get started. So we'll continue with this tutorial in a second, but first I'd like to talk about Medium. Medium is a platform where you can find thousands of Python tutorials, data science guides, and more. You can get unlimited access to every guide on Medium for $5 a month using the link in the description. Okay, to send emails with Python, first we need to go to this website, myaccount.google.com, and then we have to go to security, and then we have to scroll down and turn on two-step verification. In the past, we could easily connect to Gmail with Python by turning on Less Secure App Access, but that option isn't available anymore. So what we have to do now is go to the section that says Sign in to Google, and then we have to turn on two-step verification to get a 16-character password that we can use to log in to Gmail using Python. Okay, now we click on two-step verification, and then we have to click on Get Started. Then we have to log in again, so we have to put our password. I'm going to put my password and click on Next. And then we have to write our phone number. Once you write your phone number, you have to click on Next, and then you're going to get a text message with the code that you have to introduce. So here I'm going to introduce my code, and then I'm going to click on Next. Now it's asking if we want to turn on two-step verification, and we have to click on Turn On. And after this, a new page will load, and here we can verify that we successfully turned on two-step verification. So here I have a message that says two-step verification is on. So with this, we successfully turn on two-step verification. Once this is done, we have to go to myaccount.google.com, but now we have to go to App Passwords. So I write here App Passwords, then I press Enter, and we have to log in again. So here I'm gonna write my password, and then I'm gonna click on Next. So once we click on Next, we're gonna see this page. Then we click on the first drop down and select the option that says Other Custom Name. Then we can write any name we want. In my case, I'm gonna write Python and click on Generate. After this, we're gonna get a pop-up, and in the yellow box is our 16-character password that we need to use to log in to Gmail using Python. So now copy this 16-character password, and then we can go to our text editor to start writing code. Okay, now that we turn on two-step verification on our Google account, and now that we have the 16-character password, it's time to send the email in Python. So first we have to define the email sender, the password, and the email receiver. So here I have the email sender, which is the email where we turn on two-step verification and where we got the 16-character password. So this is the email that I used. And well, now I'm gonna write the password. But to avoid showing the password here, what I'm gonna do is import OS. So previously I created an environment variable in my operating system, and I can call this to avoid showing my password on my script. So instead of writing my password, I'm gonna write here os environment.get, and here I'm gonna write the variable that I created. So I created a variable that was named email_password. So this is the environment variable that I created in my operating system. You don't have to do this. You can only write here password. You can write your 16-character password here if you want, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna use this. So with this, I'm hiding my password. And finally, we have to set the receiver. So the email receiver doesn't need to be a Gmail account. It can be any type of email. And well, here I'm using my private email. So that's what I'm using for this tutorial. Okay, once this is set, we have to define the subject and the body of the email. So here I'm gonna write subject, and here I'm gonna write something like check out my new video. So this is the subject of this email that I'm using for this test. And now I'm gonna write the body. So here I write body equal to, and here I'm gonna open triple quotes. So I write 1, 2, and 3, and these triple quotes allows me to write multiple lines. So here I'm gonna write a message just to test this out, and the message is something like this. So I just paste it here, and it says, I've just published a new video on YouTube, and this is the link. So this is the body of my email, and this is the subject. So once this is done, what we have to do is import email message. So to do that, first we write here from email.message, and here we write import email message. And you don't have to install this library because this comes with Python. Okay, now let's instantiate email message. So I write email message parentheses and set this equal to em. So this em is an object that I'm going to use to write the email. So once that we have this em object, what we have to do is define some elements of the email. So first I write em, and then open these square brackets and write from. So here we have to write the sender. So from, and here we write email underscore sender. Then we write em, then open quotes, and we write to, and in this case this is equal to the receiver. So I write email underscore receiver. Then we have to define the subject. So we write em square brackets subject, and well, this is the subject that I have here. Finally, we have to define the body of this email. So we have to use the set underscore content method. So I write em that set underscore content, and here we write the body. So with this we have all the elements of the email. And now to add a layer of security, I'm gonna import SSL. So here I import SSL, and this is a standard technology for keeping an internet connection secure and safeguarding any sensitive data that is being sent between two systems. So this adds a layer of security, and this is important if we want to send an email with some important data. So here to use this, we have to write SSL that create underscore default underscore context. So this is gonna be our context, and well, I set this equal to context. Now everything is done and we can send our email. And to do that, we have to import smtplib. So here I import this, I write import smtplib, and well, we can use this to send our email. So here I write with, and here I use smtplib, and I use the method called smtp underscore ssl. So now we have to define the email server, the port, and the context. So first, the email server is smtp.gmail.com. So this is our server because we're using Gmail in the email center, and this is the email that we're going to use to send this email. Then we have to use the port, which is 465, and finally we have to define the context. So I write context equal to context, and well, with this everything is ready. Then I write as, and here we can write the name of this expression. So I'm gonna write this as smtp, and well, now we can log in, and also we can send that email. So first let's log in. So I write smtp.login, and we have to write the email and the password. So here I have the email underscore sender, and then the password is there too. So I write email underscore sender and then email underscore password, and then let's send the email. So I write smtp.sendMail. So now we have to define the sender and the receiver and also the content of this mail. So I write email underscore sender, then email underscore receiver, and then the em object. So here I write em, and to give a proper format, I'm going to use the as a string method. So I write that as a string. So here we have the em object that contains all these elements, and we're giving a proper format with this as underscore string. With this, everything is ready. So I can right click and run this code. So I'm gonna run this, and hopefully everything will be fine. So now it's running, and well, I got a message of success. And now I'm going to check the inbox of my private email to see if I got a new email. So I go here, and here I see that I have a new email, which is check out my new video. So this is the subject of this email, and I have the content. So this is the body. So it's the same. So check out my new video, and here I publish a new video on YouTube. So it's the same that we said before. And that's it. That's how you send an email using Python. And by the way, if you get an SSL error, what you have to do is go to your application. So I'm going here, and you have to search this Python folder. And inside this Python folder, you will find a file named install.certificates.command. And once you find this file, you have to double click on it to install some certificates. And after you install this, you shouldn't see any SSL error. And that's it for this video. In this video, we'll learn how to send an email using Python. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. That's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.